Hola amigos y amigas, muy buenas noches. Aquí su amigo Dani191919. Les traigo el capítulo número 7 de este Let's Play de Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Aquí protagonizado por Raiden, que luego de haberse infiltrado exitosamente en el Shell-1, o sea el núcleo central, para poder contactar a un hombre llamado Ames para poder encontrarlo y poder saber algo sobre lo que le pasó al presidente, o sea, dónde está él, dónde está ubicado, por supuesto, y por supuesto sabiendo también del motivo de los terroristas. Y es aquí donde Ames nos dice que el presidente fue trasladado al Shell 2, o sea, hacia el otro lado del Big Shel0l, y eso significa que está con vida por el momento. Pero lo que sí es que el maletín que llevaba con él el presidente significa que ese maletín es algo así como el lanzamiento del nuevo Metal Gear, y eso significa que va a haber un cierto problema por eso en el Metal Gear, y también hablaron sobre el motivo de los terroristas y todo lo demás, y descubrimos quién es su líder. ¿Que es realmente Solidus Snake? No lo creo. Yo pienso que es alguien que se está pasando por el nombre de Solidus Snake. Yo pienso que es alguien más, que además que no sé si es Snake y todo eso, pero tendremos que averiguarlo más adelante. Pero aún así, lo importante es que ahora tendremos que dirigirnos a donde está el presidente, por supuesto, pero primero tendremos que pasar al soporte F para encontrar un arma muy importante que nos permitirá entrar durante el puente de conexión 1 del Shell 1 y 2. Eso sí, vamos a ver qué nos separa en este nuevo capítulo. Así que sin nada más que decir, dejen sus comentarios, su like o dislike, compártelo con sus amigos y sus amigas y suscríbanse a mi canal para más contenido.
Looks like you've lost your balaclava, Raiden.
Sí.
You'll no longer be able to impersonate enemy personnel. Raiden, rescue the President. Head for the first floor of the Shell-2 core.
Colonel, is the President one of them? Ames said that the President entered the code with his own free will.
But you heard how they are planning to get rid of the President, right?
Eso es cierto.
They are going their separate ways?
No. First off, the President is not necessarily extra baggage for the terrorists. If you have your doubts, you should address them when you meet him.
Roger that.
Hay que ir a preguntarle.
Do you think Ames was telling the truth about the football?
Rosemary?
Roger that. Jack, I'll look into it for you.
Colonel, apparently Ames didn't even know that the hostages were killed in retaliation for SEAL Team 10's incursion.
Yeah, the hostages were probably in a different room. Raiden, focus on your duties. For right now, concentrate on rescuing the President. Head for the first floor of Shell-2's core.
Eso haremos.
Colonel, I saw the terrorist leader. Is that Solid Snake?
Yes, he's the terrorist who sunk the tanker 2 years ago.
Yo no creo que es él.
Raiden, do you think he's some kind of hero? You heard him, right? Solid Snake is a terrorist. You must fight him. Do you understand?
Ya veremos.
Colonel, the outer heaven that Snake mentioned?
Ah, yes. It is a despotic military state built by a guy called Big Boss,
Big Boss.
the greatest soldier in history, and Snake's father, genetically speaking.
He tried to restart it?
I don't know, but word has it that his brother Liquid Snake hoped for an outer heaven also.
Ya
It
está
might have
muerto.
had some special significance for the two brothers.
Yo no creo. Liquid Snake sí anhela eso, pero Solid Snake no. Justamente donde lo leyó. En serio, necesitan reparar esas tablillas del puente. Ok, estoy en el soporte F. Lo que significa que tengo que conseguir algo interesante. Estas son granadas. Conseguí el PSG-1, un rifle de francotirador.
Situation is normal. All clear.
Aquí conseguí el PSG-1T. Esa es una lanzagranadas. Hola, May.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Ya está completo el PSG-1. Me lo voy a llevar porque no quiero tener más problemas. No lo van a encontrar.
No sign of the missing man. Everything else is normal.
Bueno, ya conseguimos todo lo necesario. Minuto. Ok, ya regresé. Vamos a hablar con el coronel una vez más para que nos diga
Get out
información.
of Shell-1. According to Ames, the President is on the first floor of Shell-2's core. Cross the connecting bridge from the north side of Strut D to get to Shell-2. That's where you need to go.
Ya sé.
Raiden, Rosemary has completed her search.
Excelente.
Jack, I found data on the briefcase used to unlock the nuclear launch codes.
Okay.
It appears to be a fail-safe system using the president's DNA base order and input of his physiological data as its key. The lock is said to be impenetrable.
In other words, the president himself is the only one who can enter the password.
Right. On top of that, as Ames mentioned before, the password becomes invalid when the president's brainwaves, heartbeat, etc. are not within normal limits.
So the president entered that code by his own free will after all. But why would the US president lend a hand to terrorists?
Buena
How
pregunta.
should I don't have information like that.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't.
Also, it seems that the need to reconfirm the code after a set amount of time is true.
Meaning that the president is safe, right? How about the story of the black case also serving as the launch key to a new model of Metal Gear?
That wasn't in the records.
Stories of a new Metal Gear model aside, it is certain that they have finished inputting the code and are trying to launch the nuclear warhead. Meet with the president and ascertain the truth. Hurry. You must meet with him while he's still alive.
Bueno, así será. Ya tenemos una tarjeta nivel 3 que gracias a Ames ya podremos ir al Shell 2. Y que esa será nuestra oportunidad para ir. No quiero saber nada de ellos. Genial. Tiene que irse ese tipo que está allá arriba, que está vigilando desde las alturas. Para explicarnos. Muy bien, llegamos a al soporte de...
Get out of Shell 1. According to...
Eso ya lo sé.
That ninja helped me again. Do you have any information on him?
Sorry, I've looked around, but nothing.
I don't know what he wants, but he is trying to help you. That much is certain. Don't let your guard down, though.
Bueno, si eso dice.
Strut D is sediment pool number 1. It's a facility where extracted polluted water is stored without being disturbed, so that its large pollutants settle and are purged from it.
Flatten yourself against the wall.
Nothing.
Communications with Squad D have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
No van a encontrar nada aquí. Ellos llevan una armadura mucho más avanzada que las de ellos.
Unable to locate the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
Freeze! Up!
Don't kill me.
Mucho mejor. Ok, aquí vamos. Shell 1, el puente de conexión del Shell 1 y 2. Ah, es cierto. Los SEMTEX ya fueron colocados desde hace tiempo. Es una trampa.
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin.
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the President's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you
Exacto.
break the beams, the SEMTEX will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the SEMTEX.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
Aquí está. Ese es un ejemplo.
That's the SEMTEX.
El SEMTEX. Y el otro.
And that must be the control unit.
Deben estar en áreas bastante interesantes.
Raiden, you haven't destroyed all the control units yet. Use the first-person view or the sniper scope to look around. Raiden, what you see there is a booby trap consisting of an infrared sensor and SEMTEX. The SEMTEX will detonate if the IR beam from the sensor is disturbed. Whatever you do, don't touch the IR beam. But there's no way to get through there without crossing the beam. Neutralize all the control units for the IR sensor. Those control units in the distance are obviously out of handgun range.
What do I do then?
Use the sniper rifle to take them out. Use the PSG-1 sniper rifle to shoot out control units that are farther away.
Ok, así será.
Infrared is usually invisible to the naked eye. There should, however, be a way to make it visible.
You could experiment with what you have.
¿Y ya sé cuáles? Las gafas térmicas. Es molesto. Me faltan pocas. Ok, usemos el PSG. serio? Ahí está. Ok, me faltaría entonces una. Ahí está. Excelente. Muy bien. Así será. Ok, me están llamando otra vez.
Raiden,
Pliskin.
I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell-1 now. What about that Harrier?
Sí,
It's not on the heliport here.
ya no está.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core.
Exacto.
Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasaka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground.
Eso es mejor.
We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasaka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon.
Otacon?
Al fin
Hey,
regresó.
Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here! Damn! Raiden, I'll talk to you later.
Ok, parece que hay problemas.
Colonel, I need some answers from you.
Sí.
Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
Sí.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
En serio.
Anti-Metal Gear organization.
They
Filantropy.
sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shel0l.
Para nada.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far, and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need something higher. I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will, backed up by courage or ideals or something like that. I'd stake my life on it. The solid snake that saved Shadow Moses couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Así es.
Maybe that's true. But they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
A menos que sea
Jack,
alguien.
I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
Exacto. Hay alguien más que está pasándose por Snake. Y ese alguien lo vamos a conocer ahorita mismo. Ahí va. Nos vemos. Ok. Es él, el líder de los terroristas.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
¿A qué se refiere?
So you're the boss around here?
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself.
¿Qué? No.
Solid Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake.
Ahí está. Se confirma al fin. Pliskin es en realidad Solid Snake. O más bien, Solid Snake siempre ha estado ahí con nosotros. Y ese es...
What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Su hermano.
Brother of mine. Don't say you've forgotten me. Snake.
Su hermano perdido. Un hermano más, el de la familia de Snake. Un sobreviviente.
Snake?
Right, take cover.
Oh, mamá.
Stop impersonating him.
O sea, Big Boss. No va a funcionar.
Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
Su otro hermano. Ay, mamá. ¿En serio? Parece que incrementó musculatura. Y así se presenta como Solidus Snake, el hermano perdido de Solidus Snake. Lo lanzó a los aires.
That the best you can do, Snake?
Yo creo que sí. Le dio.
Did I get it?
Sí le diste, pero ¿dónde está? Ay, mierda. ¿Y es Vamp? Vamp está conduciendo el Harrier.
We're in trouble. It's the Harrier.
Cierto, es un peligro. O sea que esto... Claro que los terroristas llevaban esto, por supuesto.
The world needs only one big boss.
Demonios. Esta va a ser una batalla que ya conocemos muy bien, pero es muy diferente.
I'll drown you fools for interfering.
Mierda. Tenemos que derribar ese avión. Pero no tenemos un arma muy buena.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher.
Bien. Gracias, Snake.
The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down. Snake, we got company. I'm counting on you.
Cuento contigo. Así será.
Handguns and machine guns can't stand up to fighter jets. Use the Stinger missiles instead. Don't panic, even if you lose sight of the Harrier. Look at your radar. The radar has been modified to show where the Harrier is. Use the radar and locate the Harrier's position. Don't start scurrying about even after the Harrier has flown away and is no longer in eyesight. When the Harrier is pointed in your direction, it should flash for a moment as it reflects the sun. Don't miss that flash. Locate it as early as possible and hit it with a Stinger. If you delay, you'll be attacked.
Cierto, entonces tengo que hacerlo bien.
Both wings are outfitted with an air-to-surface rocket pod. The rockets aren't guided, so moving should get you out of their way. Watch out for the blast, though.
Right. I'll back you up to the chopper. If I see you run short of an item, I'll toss it down. Make good use of those.
Gracias, Snake.
Right. You've got those Stingers I gave you earlier, right?
Portable anti-aircraft missiles? I had complete VR training in those too.
Gee, I feel so much better knowing that. Hopefully you'll know how to use them in actual battle conditions too. Shoot the Harrier down with your Stinger missile, but remember that while you're aiming the missile launcher, you won't be able to move around.
Eso es
As soon
cierto.
as you see the Harrier headed your way, find cover. Hit the weapon menu button to do a weapon quick change. Make use of it.
The Harrier 2 is an upgraded version of the world's first practical V-stall fighter plane.
By shifting the propulsion of the engine nozzles on the sides, the plane can handle short-distance vertical takeoffs and landings. The payload capacity of the Harrier 2 is considerably larger than its predecessor due to improved engine output. As a result, it carries more armament, starting with a 25mm machine gun pod on the fuselage pylon. There are air-to-surface rockets on both wings and various pods for air-to-air missiles and cluster bombs. You won't be able to take out one of these with small arms fire. The fact is, you'll need to use Stinger missiles.
Bueno, así será. Entonces, a pelear, amigos y amigas.
Right, catch.
Gracias, Snake. A la Mike. ¿Qué velocidad? ¿Ah? Oh. ¿Qué velocidad tiene este avión? ¿Y ahora? ¡Oh, shit! ¡Cúbrete!
You're tougher than I thought.
Ahí va.
I'll let you go out in style. What the?
Demonios. Ok, ya se le acabó. Se me escapó. No importa. Snake, ayúdame. Ya me quedará un poco. Eso, no zona de vuelo. Estuvimos cerca, pero le dimos en su ojo también. Wow, eso sí va a ser un golpe muy fuerte para Solidus. ¿Qué? Sí, se acerca algo. Metal Gear. Imposible. ¿En serio rescató el avión? Wow. Increíble.
That's Metal Gear. It's already active.
Obvio que ya está activo. Esto sí es un gran problema. Wow. Esto no es bueno. Esas sí son bombas. No es nada bueno. Los hizo volar. Rápido, Raiden. Súbete. Súbete. Resiste. También el casaca de Snake y Otacón se averió. Tienen que aterrizar ahorita. Wow, realmente es impresionante. Pobre Solidus. Claro que te dimos en tu ojote. Eso te pasa por intrometerte en nuestro camino. Va. Parece ser que va en camino seguramente. Seguramente vamos a pelear con él más adelante, estoy seguro. Tenemos que... Bien, ya se subió. En serio, esta es una troleada de Kojima, o más bien imposible de creer.
Hey, what's that?
It's running on water.
Claro que está corriendo por el agua. Y después de todo es Vamp, un vampiro que... o una especie de vampiro que realmente es... no sé si es inmortal o qué. Wow. Qué locura. Se lo llevaron. ¿Se llevaron a Solidus hasta el fondo del mar? ¿Qué rayos está pasando?
Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
Qué bueno.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers, everybody passes it on.
Cierto.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
Buena pregunta.
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
Eso es cierto.
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Usaron el cuerpo de Liquid.
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
Qué locura.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Sí, claro.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
Claro.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
Muy bien
You
dicho.
think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information.
A ver.
A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Motivo
Looks like the
personal.
terrorists have his sister in the Big Shel0l. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember?
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Muy bien. Ok, deme un minuto, chicos. Ok, guardemos.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place.
Eso es cierto.
Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell-2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
Okay.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation.
¿Y
They're an
simulación?
unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Wow.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side.
Sí, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
¿Qué demonios le pasa a este coronel? ¿Acaso ha olvidado cómo luchó con Snake desde Shadow Moses? O sea, ¿qué rayos le pasa? Bueno, el cambio de escenario ya es mucho más nuevo.
When you're hanging, get to the spot above the pipe, then jump down. Push the crawl button to go straight down.
Don't forget to switch to first-person view to check whether there's a good landing spot.
Eso es cierto.
The enemy has already entered the nuclear launch code. Secure the president before they can confirm and finalize the code input. The president is on the first floor of Shell-2's core.
Ya lo sé.
This is the way to Shell-2's core section, where the president is. First, cross the connecting bridge between the two shells. You'll arrive on Strut G. Proceed along the catwalk, circling the outside of Strut G until you get to the LG connecting bridge. Cross the LG connecting bridge to Strut L. Then take the exterior catwalk to the KL connecting bridge. You can enter the core of Shell-2 midway from the KL connecting bridge. The president is being held on the first floor. Go!
Bueno, así será. Snake.
Raiden, you cover the president. Make contact with him before the confirmation of the nuclear launch code. We are going to start repairs on the Kamov. That should keep our hands full for a while. I did a round of Shell-2 during bomb disposal. Let me know if you have any questions.
Muy bien. ¿Qué diablos? Es el teléfono. Usa el spray para... Usa el spray, o sea, para poder quitar el fuego. Ok, me parece que ese puente que está ahí solamente va a caerse. Estoy seguro que vamos a tener face a través de esta parte. ¡Ah! ¡Diablos!
Raiden, are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
Bueno, este es el primer fail. Ya sabía que este lugar no iba a ser fácil. Es más, es muy traicionero este lugar. Desde que el Harrier cayó desde ahí, toda la parte del puente se derrumbó. Incluso destruida por ellos. Casi. No podré llegar aquí. Tengo dos opciones, saltar desde esa parte o ahí. Tengo que hacer un gran salto. Lo logré. PSG1. Tengo un supresor de la AK. Bien, logré lo imposible, amigos y amigas. Oh.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
The enemy has already...
Ya lo sé.
This is the way to Shell-2's core section, where the President is. First, cross the connecting...
Esa parte ya lo sé.
You're on the connecting bridge between struts L and G. Go straight down to get to strut L.
You should be able to reach the KL connecting bridge if you walk along the outside of strut L.
Midway through the KL connecting bridge, there's a way into the core of Shell-2 where the President is being held. Just think about getting to strut L for now.
Bueno, así será. Cuidado. Este cambio de cámaras es bastante raro. Realmente es increíble. Difícil pero complicado. Bien, llegamos al soporte L, el perímetro.
Raiden, you're currently on strut L. Move north along its exterior to get to the KL connecting bridge.
You'll be able to get to the core of Shell-2 from the center of the KL connecting bridge. The President is being held in the core.
Bien.
Colonel, the radar's not working.
With Shell-2 in this shape, I wouldn't count on the radar coming back online for a while.
It'll be all right. Hang in there, Jack.
With the radar offline, you'll have to rely on first-person view to check for enemy presence. Proceed with extreme caution.
Bueno.
Colonel, Pliskin was Snake after all.
Sí.
According to him.
What?
Listen, Raiden, I'll say it again. He is not in the simulation.
Simulación.
There you go about the simulation again.
Don't put your faith in him. Don't trust him. Do you understand?
Claro que lo voy a confiar.
If you find an item box can...
Raiden, you cover the President.
Have you ever heard of Outer Heaven?
Outer Heaven?
Yeah. Know anything?
No. What about it?
The terrorist leader mentioned it. Something about being close to reviving Outer Heaven.
Cierto.
Is that right?
Well, do you know anything?
No. But whatever their goal is, they're probably up to no good. We've got to stop them.
Yeah, right.
You know, I thought I heard of Ames somewhere before.
Ames.
DIA would mean we're talking about Nastasha's ex-husband.
Ex marido.
Nastasha Romanenko?
Nastasha
Isn't she
Romanenko.
the one who wrote In the Darkness of Shadow Moses?
Yeah, she helped me out during the Shadow Moses incident.
Cierto.
She was also actively involved in the philanthropy organization following the incident.
Where is she now?
Your guess is as good as mine, but she's probably still a heavy smoker.
Sí, me imagino que esa mujer toma mucho.
So Iroquois Pliskin was an alias?
Alias.
Of course.
And the rank of Lieutenant Junior grade?
Made it up.
That's just great. Anyway, I get the Pliskin part, but what about Iroquois?
Iroquois is a Frankified version of the Algonquin word for rattlesnakes. It's what they called their enemies.
Algonquin?
The Algonquin Nation, one of the many groups of Native Americans who used to call Manhattan Island their home. The majority of tribes, in what's now the state of New York, were a part of the Algonquin Nation.
So this was a stronghold of snakes.
By the way, Manhattan means Island of Hills in Algonquin.
Interesante.
Raiden, look at the enemy you knocked out. See the star.
Eso ya sé. Rose, quiero guardar.
What can I do for you, Jack?
No me voy a quedar en esta parte, voy a seguir, pero quiero guardar primero para poder estar seguro.
You know, Jack, there's something that bugs me sometimes.
What?
Why are you going out with me?
¿Ah? ¿Sí? ¿Por
Is
qué
it because
preguntas
I'm
eso?
beautiful?
Why are you asking me this all of a sudden?
Sí.
And where do you get off calling yourself beautiful?
Well, it's the truth, plain and simple. I'm too smart not to realize it and not sarcastic enough to be modest about it.
Is that so? Well then, your schedule must be booked solid with dates.
You bet. I've even hired a private secretary to deal with all of them. But she cancels all of my appointments except for yours.
Ooh.
Sometimes it really does bother me. Sometimes I think all you want is a pretty face to accompany you to parties.
¿Cómo vas a
What are
pensar
you-
eso?
Just to make everyone jealous when they see you with me.
You're being ridiculous.
Oh, really? But you never talk about yourself. I never know whether it's really me you want by your side, whether you'd ditch me if you found someone prettier.
You know that's not true.
Really? Then would you still go out with me even if I weren't beautiful?
Of course.
Do you like me for me, or is it my reputation?
¿Qué
Do you
reputación?
really think anyone would say your reputation? I'm just joking. Of course I like you for you. Honest truth.
Really? Thank you.
Bueno, qué rara pregunta para decirlo. Les pregunto por qué. No voy a permitirlo. Iba a haber un tipo.
Counter.
Ah. Parece que lo arrojé muy lejos. Bueno, no importa. Lástima.
Return to your positions. Tighten security. Understood. All units exercise extreme caution.
Ah. Ya debería cambiar el radar. Ouch. Ok, parece ser que esta puerta está cerrada. Minuto, chicos. Muy bien, vamos a ingresar al Shell 2. Y ahí terminaremos el capítulo. Voy a terminar para que en verdad vuelva normal. Excelente. Llegamos al Shell 2.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell
Olga.
1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. We will not change the plan because of your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it.
Enojada.
Where is Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk
Él lo
later.
mató.
We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
O sea, Raiden.
He survived that explosion.
Obvio.
Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour.
Una hora.
Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course.
La corriente significa que va a electrificar el piso. Claro.
High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room.
Claro.
And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
Un trato es un trato.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
Seguro que sí. Bueno, se fue.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training.
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation
Los
ducts.
conductos de
Yeah,
ventilación.
I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
Eso es cierto.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
Claro.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Muy bien.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Bueno, así será. Bueno, voy a terminar el capítulo aquí, amigos y amigas. Rose, te necesito.
Jack, do you need to save? Jack, tell me, am I really helping you out?
Pues sí.
Yeah, you're a huge help. I'm lucky to have you as an analyst.
But didn't you tell me just a little while ago that I should change my job or quit or something?
Yeah, and you were pretty pissed off.
Why did you say those things?
Well, you have to work overtime and stuff. It sounded pretty tough.
But you didn't mean it, did you?
I was wrong about a lot of things then. I just thought that if we had more time to spend together that...
You were thinking of your own danger.
Well,
Don't you think it's selfish to expect everyone to be at your beck and call? I'm not your personal possession, you know.
That's not how I think of you.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Listen, I like you, and I like the me that likes you. But I do not like being summed up as Jack's girlfriend. The very thought of it makes me shiver. There's a lot more to me than just being your girlfriend. The fact that I'm doing the job I want to do is part of that, understand?
Yeah, of course,
I want to be recognized, first of all, for who I really am, especially by you. I don't want you, of all people, thinking that I'm just your girlfriend.
That's not what I think at all.
Can you really say that?
Absolutely.
Really? I'm glad.
Bueno, hay ciertos roces en esta relación, no hay duda. Bueno, amigos y amigas, hasta aquí hemos llegado con este capítulo 7. Realmente fue un gran capítulo y esperemos seguir avanzando más en los siguientes capítulos porque ya pienso que ya nos falta poco. Y lo que sí es que tuvimos una increíble batalla contra el Harrier 2, que es el arma, el avión de los Sons of Liberty. Y por supuesto, conocimos al líder terrorista, que es en realidad Solidus Snake, el hermano perdido de Solidus Snake, lo cual nos sorprende porque nunca pensábamos que se mencionaría después de tanto tiempo, desde los hechos del primer Metal Gear Solid y desde el incidente del buque. Eso sí, realmente es bastante intrigante conocer más sobre él. Debemos saber por qué y por qué está aquí. Eso sí, pasaron muchas cosas y al fin, Bliskin se revela como Solidus Snake. Ha fingido su nombre, por supuesto, y ahora nos estará ayudando, por supuesto, para buscar al presidente, y ahora ya estamos aquí. Eso lo haremos en el siguiente capítulo, donde vamos a tener que buscar un control remoto de misiles para poder desactivar la corriente y salvar al presidente y preguntarle por qué está ayudando a los terroristas, por qué está haciendo esto para su propio beneficio o es algo mucho más profundo. Pero eso sí, aún así tendremos que tener las respuestas para el siguiente capítulo. En fin, sin nada más que decir, les deseo una muy buena noche, los dejo. Sin nada más que decir, dejen sus comentarios, su like o dislike, compártelo con sus amigos, sus amigas y suscríbanse a mi canal para más contenido. Nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo de Metal Gear Solid 2 con Raiden. Chao, mis amigos.